Was the beginning really necessary? Was the song really necessary at all? Personally, no. This is Sellavin now giving you my latest review of Naruto Shippuden, episode 330. This starts off with some weird song that no one expected this coming. I'm like, what's the point of this? I'm like, it's a song about the tail beasts, their names, and the Jinchuriki, and Naruto's the one singing it. I'm like, is this really necessary? I'm like, no one expected this. I'm like, why would they do this? I'm like, sure, the people are celebrating because they finally got Naruto and Kurama, and they finally did tail beast mode. They finally merged. They finally becoming a team. And trust me, that form is the first of many to come. Trust me, I know. But the fact that they put it like this was really a surprise. No one expected this, but you gotta admit, this is a little unnecessary. Like, I mean, I'm not sure the episode last week was the best at Shippuden so far, but that's this thing. It just spoils the show. When you put this goofy song in the front of it, it's just, man. And the rest of this, the first 10 minutes of it is just unnecessary filler. I mean, and the first 8 minutes after that is just this filler. I mean, it starts off with the Shinobi Alliance cleaning up the mess of the battle. These big piles of Zetsu clones all over. You have Shinobi Alliance just putting them all in a pile so they can dump them all later. Like, this thing was really unnecessary. Like, hey, and you even have them talking about rumor. Did you hear a rumor, Matthew, that the real Madara showed up? I mean, what? Of course Madara showed up. I mean, Madara showed up. This is the war. I mean, the real Madara. Yeah, the one that's so strong that he could take on the 5 Kage. Hey, and the masked one's a fake. I'm like, they can hear rumors all the way from that far. I'm like, I'm not sure they have the communication network. They can all talk to each other. But that's just the thing. That's just rumors. That's just rumors. And some of them start to argue if it is fake. And you get to see Neji, who's leading this group, going to the front lines. Good to see Neji again. Those of you asking why I'm saying that, unless you read the manga, I'm not going to tell you. And those of you who read the manga, well, you know what's going to happen next. What happens next? Not going to spoil it. This is mostly filler. The first 10 minutes, like even thing, like the group, they get sneak attack. They beat up. They found 2 more white Zetsu. Two guys. I mean, they even knock one down. 2 guys start to argue over it, and why are you arguing in the middle of a fight? Like, and the guy's not even dead that they just beat up. The guy just stood up about to attack them, and then Neji uses his gentle fist, like, just saved their asses. They would have been dead by now, wasn't it for Neji? I'm like, wow. Later moves on. They keep moving, and they hear the shockwaves from the battle. The shockwaves from Naruto's battle with the other tail beast and the masked man, and the masked Madara, Toby. Everything's like going well, but you gotta admit, this is really getting good and getting interesting. Sure, the first 10 minutes of it are filler, but the rest is straight out in the manga. It continues off like you going to headquarters. Shikaku, Shikamaru's dad, who's leading the charge after the Raikage left him in charge, and the rest. They all start to struggle a little bit, but they know that they're turning the tide of the war. The only downside is they never expected that Madara would show up. The real Madara Uchiha, they never expected to show up. But some of them are starting to celebrate. When, they even start to laugh a little bit. And this is never even seen in the manga. And it's very rare that you see a Naruto Shippuden episode where everyone's, laughing and celebrating and something good like this, because we almost never do. This is another side of the characters, even though it's part of filler. We expect, but this is just, this is the stall stuff. This is just the stall. Remember, they did the big Naruto Kurama fusion last week. I mean, sure, this is just to postpone it, but you gotta admit, that was a pretty good episode and a pretty good moment that no one ever saw, that most of us has waited for a while. And The fact that they're putting more filler is because there's more stuff that you don't know, not coming on, that haven't been seen yet. And like I said, not gonna spoil it. And trust me, it's gonna be thing. It's gonna be epic. They continue off, like they notice the battle. They can feel the shock waves, all that. They can even feel that the difference between Naruto's chakra has changed. They can feel that Naruto has this new power that he's never seen. It's the Nine Tails power, but it's on a different scale, an unbelievable power. It continues off. It continues, and that's after the first 10 minutes. It continues off. That's the main story. It goes to the main story after the fight, like. And the mask and things are like starting to sweat, like the A-Team is saying good luck, like B is saying congratulations, good luck, good Naruto, you did well. Oh, Naruto saying I just learned a whole bunch of names, and I just learned a whole bunch of names at once. Naruto's like, and Toby's like a whole bunch of names. What does it matter? And Naruto's like, you don't know, don't you? Like, nah, I'm not gonna tell you. Look, he just learned the name, El Beast. And I still think the song isn't necessary. The beginning 2-minute song wasn't necessary at all. It continues off of Naruto. Even guys is starting to see how amazing Naruto's matured, how he's grown up to be, how stronger he is now. And he's starting to feel, and he starts to say after, now I'm starting to feel old and feeble, because, and then like, even the guy says, that's not the guy I know. Oh, I'm like, our fountain of youth is not, hasn't given up yet, and like stop it. Are you trying to make you feel even worse? And he says, that's the guy I know. That's the guy I know. Guy's always been the lucky go cheery type, saying never feel old and never let your youth give out, no matter how old you are. And then there's Kakashi, who's always been the serious type. They're like polar opposites, but when it comes to be shinobi, they're always serious. Trust me. That's what you get from this. The rest continues off. Headquarters, then there's headquarters, and then there's the masked man, Toby. He's like I never expected him to get this far. Naruto Uzumaki, to think that he amassed this kind of power, and like, did he really gain this power come from? I'm like, nonsense. He's like, nonsense. He's just a tool to test Sasuke. He's just nothing but a pawn to Sasuke's limits. He's not a critical threat. He even goes to his bag, tried to take his fan, tried to use, his weapon that he hasn't used yet. His great fan. Trust me, he's gonna use that. And trust me, it's the same fan that the original Madara used. You ever see one fragment of its true power? Soon. And water goes on his hand, and he says, I'm starting to sweat. And no, it's raining, and these fools will never make me sweat. Like, this is all expected from the manga. This is all straight out of the manga. All of this is true. All of this straight out of the manga. He news off as Shikaku saying, give a message to the reinforcement, to the Shinobi Alliance. Tell them about Naruto's recap and about Naruto and his progress, and give them home. You have 15 seconds, he said. And the guys are like starting to doubt this, because Inuichi's mind message, due to his communication skills, this could very well hurt him. He said, and he's not good with words. He said, I'll do it in 10. I'm like, even he was starting to dig out, but it doesn't take 10 seconds, it takes 20. And that's even a stress on his brain. And this is all straight out of manga. Then it continues with everybody thinking. You have Hinata saying, I always run after you, and when this war is over, I will run beside you and hold your hand. And like Sakura saying, you protected the hidden leaf, and always buried in the shoulders. Like they're all saying that they're hurt. Always buried in the shoulder, but this time you will have help. You have Rock Lee. He's saying Naruto is always doing his best, and you have Sai. Like saying you've always gripped everybody's perspective, Naruto, and you have Shikamaru or Choji. They're talking like Naruto has really come far. I mean, Naruto was always the dumb, and you have Choji saying people thought that Naruto was dumb, and I was fat. but now his voice now this is different. Now I'm skinny and Naruto's getting a bit smarter. Like wait for me, smart Naruto. No skinny children that back you up, baby. And even Shikamaru says that Naruto's not that smart, but not that smart. He has me. That's why he has me help back him up. Everybody's backing him up. This is all straight out of the manga. And perfect. Like the rest, the first 10 minutes are unnecessary, but the rest is all perfect. You can't change that. And then like it ends with that moment, Sasuke standing in the rain with that smile, and what happens next is also straight out of the manga. Like the next chapter, like that smile, like him standing in the rain with his Sharingan. Trust me, this is all expected. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy. And I'll put the link down for the episode. But trust me, don't watch the first 2 minutes. It's just some dumb song. It's unnecessary. Like I said, they probably just did this, just to celebrate the fact that they actually waited for this moment, waiting for Naruto and Kurama to come together to form the true tail beast mode. That song is unnecessary. Trust me. That is unnecessary. Just 2 minutes of the Jinchuriki, the tail beast, their names, what order they go in. Even Naruto was someone singing. Trust me, it's unnecessary. Anyway, comment, subscribe. Thank you for visiting. This is Sellavin Adams signing off.